Hi, this is lesson 1.4b, part 2 of a two-part lesson. And today we are going to be talking more about word problems with integers, but we're also going to add in the aspect of comparing integers in word problems. Let's get started for today. Okay, let's move me up here, present. So this is lesson 1.4b, as I stated. We're going to be comparing integers with word problems. Standard will be today, I can compare integers in multi-step word problems and make decisions. The key is that you can make decisions with these numbers. So you're going to, again, work from standard NS3, solve real world and mathematical problems involving the 4 operations with rational numbers. Minimize myself so you got the full screen at your advantage there. Oh, here's my joke of the day, my cartoon. What does it say? You have to take the absolute value, remember that from last year, of 4 baths each month. How many baths is that? And what is the cat saying? I'm hoping for C. He's hoping for 0 baths, but I'm afraid it's B. And that is correct. The absolute value of a negative number is always a positive answer because the absolute value is a distance. So -4, the answer is going to be 4. A little bit of teaching in that cartoon, but that's okay. Let's move on. Okay, a little review to go over. So because of the coronavirus, Rob stands at the door of Walmart and collects data about how many customers enter and leave a store every hour. I see people doing that at Walmart all the time now. They can only have so many people in the store. So it's Rob's job to count them. So Rob records a positive number for customers entering the store. That makes sense. Positive number, more people are entering. And he records a negative number for customers leaving the store. That makes sense too. There'll be less people in there, so that's a minus. Here is a chart. This is what he tallied up. So from 1 to 2 o'clock, 30 people entered and 12 people left. At 2 o'clock, 14 people entered and 8 people left. Wait for the little thing to go away at the bottom. From 3 to 4 o'clock, 18 people entered and 30 people left. What question are we going to be asked? During which hour did more customers leave than arrive? Look at the columns. Which column has more people leaving than people arriving? So you're going to be comparing these two numbers. Did more people leave there? No, right? Because 30 entered and 12 left, so more people entered. How about this one? 14 people entered, but 8 left. No. We want to find one where more customers left. 18 people entered and 30 people left. There you go. That is your answer. From 3 to 4 o'clock, 18 people entered and 30 people left. Same chart again, this question. There were 75 customers in the store at 1 o'clock. The store must be emptied of customers when it closes at 5 o'clock. How many customers must leave the store between 4 and 5 o'clock? How on earth do we figure this problem out? What would be your first step? So there's several approaches to this problem. We have to remember, now don't get confused, that we have 75 customers right here that are already in the store. We can't forget that piece of information. So I'm going to make a little white space here for a moment so that we can have a little drawing space here. A little more here. Okay, so we know that there's 75 customers in right now at the beginning at 1 o'clock. Okay, there's 75 customers. So we look down from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. We can add up our column of how many people entered total for that 3-hour period. So we're going to add, those are our positive numbers. We're going to add those up. So we have 0 plus 4 plus 8. That's 12. And we're going to bring a 1 to the next column, right? Here we are, 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So 75 customers started out at 1 o'clock. And we are going to add 62 more to that. Actually, I'm going to put that underneath. So we're going to add 62 more to that. So altogether, there could technically be 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. So at one time there was 137 customers. However, we now need to look at the leaving column, all of the negatives. These are the people that left. So we're going to add up our negative column of people that left. We have 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 0 is 10. So we put down the 0 and carry our 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 3 more is 5. So 50 people left. So that's going to be subtracted out from the people who came in. So 137 minus 50. 7 minus 0 is 7. Can't take a 5 from a 3, so we're going to borrow. That becomes a 0, and this technically becomes 13 anyways. 13 minus 5. Yes, 87. Okay, so how many people have to clear out of the store by 5 o'clock? There's our question again. How many customers must leave the store between 4 and 5 o'clock? Well, we just decided it was 87 customers had to leave. Okay, when you get these kind of problems, think through them. Make sure you underline all the numbers that are necessary in the problem, which for the most part is going to be all the numbers. In our case, we had the 75 we had to consider right here. And then we had to consider the table and all the people that were entering and all the people that were leaving. That was a review question for you. And now it's your turn to try some review questions. Okay, we're back. And now we are going to talk about comparing integers. So let's talk a little bit about an inequality, which is used to compare integers. An inequality is a statement that two quantities are not equal. So the symbol right there going that direction means is greater than. A number is greater than another number. That symbol means is less than. A number is less than another number. So this can be read as 50 is less than 1008. And I always want to say that Pac-Man always eats the bigger number. His mouth will always eat the bigger number. So 50 is less than 1008. We always read it from the left to the right. Okay, so that's why you know if it's less than or greater than. Let's look at another one. Negative 76 is greater than negative 85. You might be saying, how does that work out? How can negative 76 be greater than negative 75? Well, think about it this way. Need an arrow on both sides, actually. Both ways here. Our number line, right? So on our number line, if let's say this is 0, and we're going to get farther from 0 going to the left, right? Negative 76 is going to be closer to 0 than negative 85, right? So negative 76, because it's this much closer to 0 than negative 85, negative 76 is the bigger number. Also think of it in terms of temperature. Would you rather be outside if it's negative 76 degrees or negative 85 degrees? Well, negative 76 is warmer or larger or greater temperature. So again, Pac-Man always eats the bigger number. The bigger number is the negative 76. So he's eating the negative 76. Negative 76 is greater than negative 85. Again, reading from left to right every time you read an inequality. A little bit more about comparing integers. Write two inequalities to compare negative 9 and negative 1. We could write two different ways. We did this last year. So here's our number line. Let's graph. Negative 1 is there, and negative 9 is over there. Which one's bigger? Which one's greater? The one that is closer to 0. Remember, numbers get bigger as you go to the right on the number line. Bigger numbers to the right, smaller numbers to the left. So this would be bigger, and this would be smaller numbers. Okay, keep that in mind. So let's see if we can write some inequalities. We could say negative 9 is less than negative 1. Again, I'm reading from left to right. Negative 9 is less than negative 1. It's lesser a temperature, right? Or what else could I say? I could say negative 1 is greater than negative 9. And to do that, again, I'm reading from left to right. Negative 1 is greater than negative 9. Okay, I'm waiting for it to move to the next slide there. More about comparing. You're going to write greater than or less than using the number line to help you. So let's see what we get. Which one is the greater number, negative 1 or 1? Now let's plot those. There's 1, that's a positive 1, and there's negative 1. But they're both the same distance from 0. They're both 1 unit from 0. But remember what we said, as the numbers go to the right, they get bigger, right? And a positive number is always bigger than a negative number. So which way is our mouth going to open? Towards the bigger number. There we go. That means negative 1 is less than 1. Okay, next one. Negative 9 and negative 6. Let's graph those. There's negative 9 and there's negative 6. Which one is the bigger number? That's the way their mouth has to open up. The numbers get bigger as you go to the right. With negative numbers, the numbers closer to 0 are greater. So you would have to say negative 6, right, is bigger. So the mouth, our Pac-Man mouth, has to open to the bigger number, right? Negative 6. Okay, next one. Negative 2 versus 0. Let's graph them. There's negative 2 and there's 0. Which one is bigger? You got it. It should be the 0. So the mouth is going to open towards the 0. Okay, now that we've talked about that a little bit, let's take a look at this. Would negative 20,500 be to the left or to the right of negative 31,489? Now you got to think about this and picture this in your head. I'm going to use the number line and graph it, do a rough graph, right? There's negative 20,500 and there's negative 31,489. Remember that numbers are greater when they get closer to 0. So the numbers get bigger in amount, so to speak, going this way, but they become smaller in size. You gotta think through that a little bit. So would 20,500 be to the left or to the right of 31,489? Look at the number line. Exactly, it's to the right. Okay, I wanted you to keep that in mind as well. Okay, comparing numbers or integers in a word problem. Jim and Carla are scuba diving. Below is a table of their movement up or down under the sea. Here we got a little chart for us. Jim, it says, is starting at 10 feet below sea level. What's sea level? Sea level is 0, right? That's our 0 point on our number line. And Carla is going to start out at sea level. So she's starting at 0. Jim is starting 10 feet below. So how would you even write 10 feet below? Would you write it as negative 10, right? Yep. Okay. And let's put Jim and Carla in there. There's Jim and there's Carla. Jim is going to descend down. Descent means to go down. He's going to go down under the sea, 18 feet lower and 12 feet lower. Wait for that bar to go away. And then he's going to ascend or go up 5 feet higher. Okay, and Carla, she's going to start at sea level. She's going to go down 20 feet lower and 18 feet lower, and then she's going to go up, ascend 5 feet higher. So what is the question they're going to ask us? Which person ended up at the greater depth? We've got a lot of work to do to get to figuring that out. So we're going to start with, I'm going to just put a little bit of white space on Carla at the moment. So we have a little bit of workspace here for just Jim. And now what we're going to do with Jim is we're going to draw a little line right here. That's our number line. And 0 is sea level, right? That's going to be our 0. And we know he's starting where? Jim is starting at negative 10 below sea level. And then he's going to go down 18 feet lower. If he goes down 18 feet, where is he going to be at now? Went down negative 18 more. Right, he should be at negative 28, right? How did I get that? I added negative 10 and negative 18. And then he goes down 12 more feet. So he's going to go down 12 more. And I'm going to fix my crooked line here if I can. Get that crooked line fixed. Now it moved on me. There we go. That's better. I don't know why it wants to do that. It doesn't want to cooperate today. And then he goes down a negative 12 more feet. So we're at negative 28. If we go down another 12 feet, what are we going to be at? Negative what? Well, we're going to add 28 and 12. So he's going to be down at a negative 40, right? 28 plus 12 is 38 plus 2, 40. And then he's going to go up 5 feet. So now he's going to go 5 feet back up. What is he going to land on if he goes plus 5 in the up direction? What do you think? Did you say negative 35? Then you are correct. Great job. Let's clear our drawings. It should pop up here. There it is. Jim is at negative 35 feet. Negative 10 minus 18 plus 5 minus 12. And I rearranged them to put the 18 and 12 together. Let's take a look a little bit for a minute at Carla. So let's block off this side now and let's look at Carla. Carla starts at sea level. She is going to start at 0. I don't know why my lines don't want to be straight today. I'll undo that and try again. There we go. Okay, Carla is going to start. We'll put 0 up here so we have a little bit more working space. She's starting at 0. She's going to go down 20 feet lower. What is she going to be on when she goes down 20 feet? Exactly. She will be at negative 20, right? And then she's going to go down 18 more feet. So she's going down another 18, negative 18. This was negative 20. So what's going to happen when she goes down 18 more feet? What will she be at? 20 and 18, 38. So now she's at negative 38. And then it says she goes up 5 feet higher. So she's going to go up plus 5. Where will she land? 38 minus 5. 33 is her landing point right here. Negative 33. Let's clear that and we'll bring that one up. There's Carla. Started at 0, went down 20 feet, went up 5, and went down 18 for a landing spot of negative 33 feet. Now the question, go back to your question. It says, which person ended up at a greater depth? Which one was deeper under the water? So again, let's draw for a second right here. Let's draw where our numbers are vaguely. Here's 0. And negative 33, maybe like here. Negative 35, is that going to be above negative 33 or below it? Exactly, it's going to be below it. This would be negative 35 because it's farther from 0, right? And she's farther, or he's farther under the sea. So Jim is farther down below the sea level. So let's see if we got that answer. Yep, negative 35 is less than negative 33. So Jim has a greater depth. He went down farther. Good old Jim. Okay, it's your turn to give some word problems a try. Good luck. Welcome back. We're going to continue to compare integers, with this time with expressions. We've been doing that all along. Which expression has a greater value? Negative 34 plus 5 minus 7 or negative 28 minus 2 plus 4? Well, we have to figure that out. So this is really the same as negative 34 plus 5 plus what? Negative 7, right? This is negative 28 plus negative 2 plus 4. If you want to rewrite it like that, it's always easier, I think. I'm going to group together the 34 and the negative 34 and the negative 7, which would give me negative 41, right? And then I'm going to add 5, which means I'm going to take 5 away from the debt I owe. 41 minus 5 is 36. What sign am I going to give it? Negative or positive? Negative, right? Because the 41 is bigger than the 5. It's going to take the sign of the bigger absolute value number. So negative 36 for that side. You do the same for the other side, and you should get negative 36 and negative 26. Now we have to decide which is the greater value. Is negative 26 bigger or negative 36 bigger? Number line here. Here's our 0, our rough 0. Actually, let's do the other kind of number lines. You can see in both ways. Let's do the vertical number, the horizontal number line instead of the vertical. So we're going to put our 0 here. And then, which one is closer to 0, negative 26 or negative 36? Right, negative 26 comes first, and then negative 36 is down here. So which one is the greater number? Which one is closer to 0? Remember, the numbers get bigger as you go to the right. Okay, so negative 26 is bigger Pac-Man has got to eat the bigger number. So there he's going to end up right there. And we could actually just draw a little Pac-Man guy here. And he's eating the bigger number. Okay. Try another one. Which expression has a greater value? Be careful, because I could say lesser value. Then you don't want to be tricked. So here are two expressions. This is the same as 104 plus negative 42. Don't get tricked. Plus negative 115. Add your negatives together. You have a 42 and a 115. I can't do that without doing it vertically. And I would expect you to also be using vertical addition when you get bigger numbers. So if we add these two negative numbers together, we get 5 plus 2 is 7. 4 plus 1 is 5. 1 plus nothing is 1. So this is a negative 157. And we have to add to that a positive 104. So negative 157 is a debt I owe. I'm going to pay $104 from my pocket, positive. So I'm going to be subtracting the two numbers, right? 7 from 4 is 3. 5 from 0 is 5. 1 from 1 is nothing. The bigger number gets the sign. So since negative 157 is bigger, I still owe $53. So this answer is negative 53. I'll do the other one quickly. Negative 65 plus 3 plus 7. We're going to combine the 3 and the 7 to be 10. So we have a negative $65 debt. We're going to pay $10 of it from our pocket. What are we going to be left with? Did you say negative 55? And you are correct. Okay, here we go. Let's clear that. And let's put that up here. Negative 55 and negative 53. Remember, Pac-Man is going to eat the bigger number. Let's draw our number line. Put 0 here. Which one's going to come first? Negative 53 or negative 55? Right, negative 53. And this is negative 55. So the closer number is the bigger number. The number further right is the bigger number. So we're going to draw our greater than sign towards the negative 53. Pac-Man is eating the bigger number. Okay? Now it's your turn to give it a try. See you in a minute. Okay, how did you do? Hopefully good. Talk about a little bit of higher level thinking here. Jerome tries to find the value of the expression 3 minus 6 plus 5. So he rewrites the expression as 3 minus 5 plus 6. He wants to combine things that are the same. Question is, did Jerome make a mistake or did he rewrite the problem correctly, and why? What do you think? Did he do it correctly or did he do it incorrectly? Well, Jerome made a mistake. Did you find it? He changed the plus 5 up here. And then when he rewrote it, he changed it to a plus minus 5, right? Plus negative 5. And what did he do to the 6? He changed the negative 6 into a positive 6. So he messed up a lot, didn't he? The first answer would give him 2, and the second answer would give him 4. So if he rewrote that incorrectly, he's going to get the wrong answer. I'm going to come back on here now. And you are going to give it a try, and then I will see you back for your homework. See you in a minute. Okay, here's your homework. You're going to be looking in your math book on page 28. You're going to do numbers 10 and 11. And then on page 29, you're going to do 14, 16, A, B, C, 18, 19, and 20. And then your other assignment is going to be working in IXL. You're going to be doing operations with integers add and subtract integers, the word problems. So you're going to give that a try as well. So that's your homework for today. And we will see you on our next lesson. Bye.